All right, guys, we're here. Another re-entry buzz episode, but specifically this one we call Chill Filter Takes on the World, the audition tape, specifically to represent ourselves and put ourselves forward in the Matt Madness consideration pool for 2024. Last year, me and Robbie played. We each won at least one round. I got it to 3 rounds, and I only lost by 1 point last year. And I would love to get another chance to compete, and I would love for Brian to get another chance, for Chill Filtered or to get a chance. It's so much fun that we made a show to, in a way, keep up with Matt Madness competition and just whiskey tasting competition. We've been doing this for a few months now, probably about 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah,
where we just do short episodes where we do whiskey tasting competitions. Now, at this point, most who watched this kind of episode before know that we pour out a little bit of whiskey. We each have, look how dark that is.
a little bit of whiskey.
Dang.
A little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, a little bit of whiskey. And we, make guesses, we give notes, we do all that stuff. But before we do any of that stuff, we take one sniff, we take one sip, we say how much we might pay for it, and then we'll do our notes. So quick, let's do a sniff and sip. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I know my answer on one of these questions.
Yeah.
Man.
Holy macaroni. Holy macaroni. How much would you pay for this?
Oh, wow. No, like not even $30. I paid $25 for this, maybe.
Okay. Typically I am willing to pay a little more than you, but yeah, just
I'm gonna change my answer now that the finishes come on.
My jam is like this sort of intensity is my jam. I'm thinking this is $80 territory for me. Yeah,
I'm gonna change my answer, not because you gave a higher score. The finish did prove itself a little better for me. This is a beautiful finish. I'm gonna go with 50, 60 on this.
Nice.
All right, guys, we will be right back. We're gonna give our notes, we're gonna give our guesses, but before that, we're gonna take a quick break so you don't have to listen to us make all these guesses. All right, I got my aged Honor glass, which usually is one of the sponsors of Matt Madness, in my Bush's Baked Beans koozie.
Which needs to be a sponsor of Chill Filter.
So, okay. I'm sending in the letter this week.
Yeah, I proofread it. I haven't caught up with you about it yet, but I'm good to go.
Okay. Yeah, there's one edit I made, and it's going in. So, cross your fingers, listeners, that we get sponsored this week by.
It's a sentence that just says, please, 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 please. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, exactly. That's my letter. Yeah. They're like, who did this even come from? All right, guys. So we put in our notes, we put in our scores, our guesses. Before we do any of that, Brian, what are your notes on this one?
Okay. For my nose notes. For my nose notes, I wrote grapey, 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 grapey. For the palate notes, I wrote one of the most finished things I've ever tasted. Sweet red wine.
Wait, you said finish? Yes? No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
If only you had said finish. No. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
For real though, on the palate, sweet red wine cask, very mellow and fun / enjoyable overall. I mean, fun is the key word here. I honestly I love finished stuff in general, and this is just like absolute overkill, insanity, fun level finish. And additionally some like earthy tobacco jazz going on, I said. So on the finish is very even and level, like as it carries out. Hardly any ABV burn at all. It's just so easy, super fun. I was like, I think my wife would like this. But it is, in my opinion, absolute raisins off into the sunset.
100%. All right, here are my notes. Very similar. I will read them verbatim. What a raisin bomb on the nose. That dark color shows up on what I believe is a very strong finish of, I didn't mention it, but of like sherry or port. Maybe something else, but I said sherry or port. So I said on the palate, I said, so yes, this tastes like a sherry or port finish, but this doesn't taste like a single malt to me at all. Tastes American, maybe bourbon, maybe rye, maybe wheat, for sure. Raisins, dried apricots, dusty grapes. Finish, I said this finish is one of the best parts of the whiskey. It fades to a beautiful, strong raisin note, really rich, really sweet, although not too high proof, though. So that's what I said. I'll go through my guesses, then we'll let you do yours. I think my big bet here is that it's not a single malt. And I'm pretty confident in that, but who knows? Could be way wrong. Type, I'm taking it. I went with my gut here and went all eggs in one basket. American whiskey. Not a bourbon. That's a hard guess because I doubt we have many in our pool that are just American whiskeys. But I said secondary grain malty bees here. Distillery, I have one guess, and I've had a bottle that tastes like this before, and it's called Art of the Spirits.
Ooh.
And that's the distillery. I think it's like an MGP Sorcerer, but that's what I went with. And they are an American whiskey, but they are not a bourbon rye or wheat or anything like that. Proof 102, 100% all of my eggs in this basket. The bottle that I had was 102 proof, and it kind of matches with this proof to me. Not too proofy, not too low proofy. It's right in the middle. Age 5.5. Yes, that's right. I took a half year in there because I know that the one I have is a 5.5 year. Finished port, tawny port, tawny bonny port. And I said for the bottle, I guess Art of the Spirits, tawny port finished American whiskey.
Nice.
I gave it a score of an 8.5. My original, initial guess of what it was not great, but then I got that finish, and that finish reminded me of great things. 8.5 isn't that high, but it's also not low at all. I think it's a very impressive whiskey, especially for handling this finish. So that's what I got.
Nice. All right. So
what are your guesses?
Similar in some ways, not similar in other ways. Type bourbon.
Okay. Ooh, went there.
Secondary grain wheat.
Okay. Ooh, wheated bourbon. That is finished?
Distillery Garrison Brothers.
Oh.
Yep.
What's the proof? That's a hazmat, isn't it? Or the Guadalupe.
Proof 107.
I can see this being the Guadalupe.
Age 6.
Crap, finished, this is the Guadalupe.
Finished. I said, if this isn't finished, I forfeit all my points for the rest of the season. That's a cool.
Yeah, that'll get you. This is definitely not that status. Yeah.
But yes, port finish. So.
Oh crap! What is
port finish?
Oh, it's gonna kill me.
Bottle
is totally Guadalupe.
Garrison Guadalupe. Do you have any references for me to pop culture things?
She hails from the Oaxaca parish of the Sisters, Ladies, Mountains, Hearts of Guadalupe. Sister Encarnacion. Oh. Anyway.
Mid pause here. That guy, that actor, the priest guy who's like a douche.
The jerk guy.
The douchey priest guy. He's in the new series that's the nuclear apocalyptic futures.
You mean the nucleus?
The nucleus.
Nucleus.
Fallout. He's he's the main character's younger brother on Fallout. And I was like, I know this guy. And I finally looked it up and I was like, hey.
Do you not realize I've had diarrhea since Easter's? I think we're gonna keep that in the cut. So we'll figure it out.
We are. Score on this though is a B. Is a B for me. I like this. B is like fun territory. This is
totally Guadalupe.
Super fun for me. Oh, let's do the reveal now. Shall we do the reveal?
Let's do it.
Shall we look? Right. Should we see what it is? It's Garrison Brothers Guadalupe 24. What do you know? Oh yeah. 2 for 2, baby. Perfect guess down the row for me,
Yep.
season to season.
I'm
2 for
impressed.
2.
All right. We'll be right back. We'll score everything and we'll get you guys those scores. But I assure you that Brian won this one. And we bring it in and bringing it and bringing it back. And we bring it in and bringing it and bringing it back. And we bring it in and bringing it and bringing it back. Fireball! Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why I'm so excited. I just lost miserably.
Yep.
Brian put all of his eggs in one basket here, and it paid off.
It was
well.
It was an obvious basket, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to try this Art of the Spirits right next to this one. But now, like as you were saying, and I'm like, crap. It had that youth to it that I don't think the one I had. Like the Art of the Spirits had as much.
This to me is literally raisins, the whiskey. And I've never had another port finish as raisiny as this one is.
You got to try this Art of the Spirits.
It helps that I'd never had the Art of the Spirits before. I might have been thrown off if I'd had that before.
But
to me, this is raisins, the whiskey.
Yeah, it really is. It's more than any scotch would ever raisin you. Right in the mouth. So let's just go through it all real quick. I said American whiskey. Brian said bourbon. Brian got 3 points there. I said multi B secondary grain. Brian said wheat. It's a wheated whiskey or wheated secondary, so it's a wheated bourbon. Brian got that one. 3 points to Brian, 0 points to Cole. Distillery, I said Art of the Spirits, and Brian said Garrison Brothers. Wow, another 5 points to Brian.
What do you know?
Proof, 0. Okay, so I said 102.
You were so close.
Brian said 107. If I said 103, would have gotten 1 point here, but I was very close, and Brian got 5 points. Age, I said 5.5. Brian said 6. I got 2.5 points there because I was only 0.5 years off, and Brian nailed it for a total of 3 points there. We both said it was a port finished, which was a big guess, to be honest, because it could have been sherry and it would have been close. But we both said points. We both got a port. We both got 2 points. I said for the bottle guess, I said Art of the Spirits tawny port finish for the total of 10 points. Lost to that, but Brian got the 10 points at Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, specifically the 2024 release.
And if you're port versus sherry, if you drink it and you're like juicy, that is port over sherry, dear listener.
Although I think raisin isn't always juicy, but you got it.
True.
You got it. Total score is the perfect score. Is 31 points to Brian. I got a whole 4.5 points this episode. So well done, Brian. I think honestly, for a presentation to Matt Madness and saying this is our audition tape, you did pretty well. And
don't watch any of the other ones. Don't go watch any of the other ones. No. This is how well I do all the time. Just believe it.
Exactly. He has gotten another perfect score once. So if you guys want to vote for us, we would be so appreciative. We love being a part of this. I loved being a part of it last year, and I swore that one day I would avenge my honor. And I want to play again. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me last year, especially the one against Cam and David. But anyway, hoping to see you guys on Matt Madness. Hoping you guys will enjoy a video on our short episodes of the Reentry Buzz. We hope to see you guys next time on Chill. He hails from the Oaxaca parish of the Sisters, Ladies, Mountains, Hearts of Guadalupe. Sister Encarnacion